Welcome into Power 5 Picks and welcome to our first bowl preview of the 2024-2025 college football season. This is the Veterans Bowl held in Montgomery, Alabama between South Alabama and Western Michigan. South Alabama, traveling just down the road, is an 8-point favorite in this game. Over under is 57.5. I will quickly talk about a couple potential opt-outs and injuries and transfers on both these teams because I know we don't ever think about that until we get to the bowl season. Western Michigan's leading receiver, which happens to be their tight end, is opting out of this game. Just so you guys know, Western hates to throw the ball, so it's not that big of a blow. Western is also without their two starting D linemen. University of South Alabama is potentially without their starting quarterback who had a foot injury that he sustained last week. And then they're out without their top wide receiver, Pritchett, who is opting out, and as well as their top running back, Bothwell, who is transferring and opting out. So that's all you need to know with the opt-outs. I'll send it to you first. Who do you have in this game, or what bet do you have in this game?
Yeah, obviously not a game of two juggernauts that I'm super excited about here, but it is our first bowl game. I'm going to lean on Western plus the points here in this game. First off, I did hear a stat that MAC schools in bowl games as underdogs cover like 62% since like 2010 or 2015. A good enough sample size for me to immediately look at MAC underdogs here. But really, I just think the situation plays a little bit better for Western. Western was sitting with 5 wins as far back as before Halloween here, October 26th. They got their 5th win on the year, looking like they were going to easily make it into bowl season yet again. They've been a fairly decent team as of late, but they dropped 3 straight Maction games, Northern Illinois, Bowling Green, and Central Michigan. Before finally getting that elusive 6th win in their final game of the season against Eastern Michigan, 26-18. So I think just the situation there, really fighting to get bowl eligible in their final game. They got it. I just think it's going to give them that extra boost to play it tough here. I know this is in Alabama, basically a home game for South Alabama here, or relatively closer to home than Western Michigan. But South Alabama, I mean, it's not like they clinched and lost a bunch of games either. They clinched in the second to last game. Ended up losing to also go to 6-6 in their final game of the season. Just kind of like Western's. I just think that win against Eastern was big for them here. And I think it carries over. I think 8 points is just too many, especially with that stat of MAC schools covering over 60%. So slight lean on Western for me in this one.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I do lean Western. However, my bet is going to be on the over of this game. I'm going to take the over of 57.5. And I know that is a lot. And I know it's came down 3 points at open at 60.5. But I do think people are going to look at, Western starting tight end and leading receiver is opting out, like I mentioned earlier. And then the quarterback issue with South Alabama, as well as a wide receiver opting out and running back opting out. Both these teams love to run the ball. Both these teams, if you look at their box score and see the games where it's high scoring, I don't know where all the points are coming from. For some reason, these teams find ways to win and find ways to score a lot of points. So I like the over. I will be taking that. Another thing to mention, USA has only won one bowl game. They're 1-3 in their 4 bowl game appearances. Their one and only win happened last year against a MAC school, Eastern Michigan, where they won 59-10. So USA is easily able to put up some points in their bowl games against MAC schools. And then not a great record over here for Western Michigan, but again, I do lean them on the spread. They are 2-9 straight up in their 11 bowl game appearances in their program history. But again, I like the over here. I think people are going to be overcautious with potential offensive threats out, and just know that these teams both love the ball. Receivers being out for either team does not matter. These teams run it 200 plus yards a game. I expect both teams to get over 200 yards. And if you look at a couple of these different box scores, I am really wondering where the points came in this game, because there's really not that much stats out there besides a couple 100 rushing yards. So they're going to find ways to score. I'm going to guess like a 38-34 USA win, something pretty high scoring here. So I'll be taking the over, but I do like Western as well. Just a reminder, guys, we will have videos out for every single bowl game. We also have our Army versus Navy preview out also on this page. And then last but not least, now until the end of holidays, we'll be giving $1 to St. Jude for every subscription that we get over here on YouTube. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It really helps us continue to do what we do, and also allows us to give some charity to the hospital as well. We appreciate you guys, and stay tuned for our next episode and bowl game previews. See you next time, guys.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast, Better in Green.